Hello everyone and welcome back to Train Simulator 2017. This is episode 5 of my Train Simulator 2017 series and I am Kerr Martian. We are going to be driving some steam trains today. We are on the Riviera line in the 50s, so back in England on the English Riviera. Good morning, driver. You are ready to depart Kingswear with a train of empty coaching stock heading for Goodrington carriage sidings. So, we are in a steam engine. So let us just get ourselves ready to go. I'm going to turn driver assist on because I just tried this twice on my own and I found that I was a little bit confused. So I'm still learning how to drive steam trains. Let us get going and I will show you what I mean. So we have a couple of dials here, including our brake pressure, our boiler pressure, and a couple of other things. I'm going to add a little bit of coal. I'm going to bring our reverser up slightly, and I'm going to bring our throttle up slightly, and we will get going. Now, one of the most important things here is to keep our boiler pressure high so we have steam pressure to actually do things, like make the train go. And that is our dial all the way on the right, the one that currently says 188.5 pounds per square inch. So let's just get into the cab. You can see how noisy it is in here. I'm going to probably spend most of my time not in here because it is in fact so noisy. I've adjusted the train and microphone volume, so hopefully you can still hear me. But you can see that we have a very nice little cabin here. I have the firebox open right now to add more coal, and you can see the nice glow from the fire there. We have our tender behind us from which coal is being taken. Do we? Actually. Take a look. I'm going to close those doors so we can keep the pressure up. We do not have a tender. Oh yeah, we have a little small tender right behind the engine there. Not a separate tender car. Going past a little bit of stock there. Sitting on the side. And those are very small cars indeed, especially compared to today's modern cars. So, I will add a little bit more to our regulator. That's our throttle here, the one that's currently at 35%, the one with the little red bar there. Our reverser is the second little control there, the one with the blue knob, currently at 25%. And I've turned driver, driver assist on, so it will tell me when it thinks that I should be playing with those to make sure that I keep enough steam pressure to keep going. The third little black knob there is our brakes, as it usually is. So here we are in the English Riviera. We have a nice little lake here. As we leave Kingswear, you should reduce the reverser to 15%, one notch. So reduce it I shall. And reduce it I have. That is this giant lever here. The one that says, sorry, that's regulator. This smaller lever here, directional control, is the reverser. The one that is below the bench that I'm sitting on. There's no glass here, so you can just look right up the side at these nice little classic British cottages by the side. So, I've only ever played this route once actually, which means I've only played Train Simulator steam trains once. Despite my initial confusion when I first bought Train Simulator on Steam, that the thing that was called the Train Simulator Steam package was the package that was built specifically for Steam, the game platform, and had lots of levels included with it, not Steam, the type of engine. So we are heading up an incline. I'm going to throw a little bit more regulator in. You can notice that our speed is dropping, so I might also want some more reverser. I bet it'll yell at me about that, but let's see what happens. Now, the second time that I tried this, I did a lot better, especially once I had driver assist on. I didn't get stuck on this hill as I did the first time. Look at those nice little storage warehouse factory buildings over there. Very nice, very classic, here in the 1950s. So I left my firebox open, I went into a tunnel, and I got a message about a fatal blowback. So apparently it's bad to keep your firebox open, this little thing down here where you feed coal into the engine when you are going into a tunnel. So let's not do that. Let's add some water and some coal though. I'm doing both of those right now. There are little dials here that control adding water to the engine, and of course there's little doors down there where we can throw coal in. We have 80%, 81% water. Our boiler pressure is dropping a little bit, nothing catastrophic, as we head up this 1 in 66 hill. And then now close the doors doors there since we're donating coal, and I will close that water spigot as well. And now our boiler pressure is going up again, 186 psi and rising. So apparently in real steam engines they would have had a blower that they would have opened to counter the blowback effect going into tunnels, so they could keep those little doors open and let the fire glow and let you see what was going on. But here in Train Simulator, it's considered a pretty significant faux pas with that nice screenshot opportunity to leave the firebox doors open, so let's not do that. We don't want to fail the scenario. I hope everything's been going well with you guys since my last Train Simulator video. I've been keeping myself busy. Certainly real life has made me a very busy Kerm Martian indeed. Kerm for short, a busy Kerm. So I am happy to be here once again, spending a little bit of my quote-unquote free time playing with some trains, making some videos, and having some fun. And I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Did I already go over that bridge? I think I already went over the bridge because we have a tunnel coming up. Our speed is falling slightly. We're only at 22.4 miles an hour. Ooh, what's that about? You have a lot of excess boiler pressure. You can use it to fill the boiler with water. Alright. Cool. I'm also going to use it to get a little more speed. So apparently there's a little valve on the top there. Reduce the reverser. Alright, apparently I won't do that. That will, like an overpressure valve, that will release some pressure when my pressure gets too high. So that is good to know. We will have to keep an eye on that. Maybe 200 psi is the limit. Ooh, now we're going over that bridge. Isn't that a nice bridge? Look at that. Stay with me, game. Stay with me. That looks like it could be thumbnail material to me. I don't know. That's pretty nice. I see we have 4 coaches behind us today that we're pulling. So that's nice. They are empty, unfortunately, so if we go into passenger view, you'll see... Ooh, that's not passenger view. That's a passenger view. Down to that passenger view with our head outside. Let's go in here, close this water valve just in case, and just keep an eye on everything to make sure we're not going to fail the scenario, have some kind of fatal accident that they're going to have to report in the 1950s newspapers that I drove the steam train poorly. So there we are. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about the train that we are driving today, but unfortunately I don't actually know a great deal about it. I will, however, do my usual best to pull up a little Wikipedia information as I go. I believe this is the Panier Tank steam locomotive. I'm just pulling up some information to double check that for you. Our boiler pressure is rising again. Put it on even a little bit more throttle, see if we can bleed off some of that pressure. And we are almost out of the tunnel, so I will add some more coal and some more water. Now we are safely out, so I will add those things, and that'll bleed off some pressure as well. We're headed to Churston up platform. I feel like there should be a platform number there, but oh well. In just under a mile, I have very little idea how good the brakes on this are, so we will see what happens. Driving GWR Panier Tank Engine Uphill. That is a Train Simulator forum topic from May 7th. So it seems like I am not the only person who has had troubles driving this particular Panier Tank Engine up hills and finding that it loses steam pressure. Ooh, it is noisy in here. I also want to point out this little message over here. Do not look over or pass along the side of this cab when near bridges, tunnels, oh good, load gauges, or coal stages. January 1909. So don't stick your head out there, or unexpected things might come along and you might hit your head on them. Don't do it. Close these down as we rattle along. Look at the scenery there. Isn't that nice? Then look back at our plume of steam. Of smoke, rather, I should say. Ooh, just went inside the hill there for a moment. About to pass under a little road here. Seems to be a pre-painted lines road. We should start slowing down a bit. Let us reduce our regulator down to 0. I think we should keep our reverser up if I'm correct. Oops, not that. Alright, and I will not put on any brakes yet. I will think about brakes because I'm not sure how good they are in this train. Also going to open that, put in some water. That'll help us bleed off some of that excess pressure. I see we're slowing down nicely. Yes, there are a lot of people outside. I do apologize for that. We have a nice little semaphore signal there indicating that we are cleared into the platform. We've got a green there. Heading off over to the left here. Now I think it's probably time to apply a little bit of brakes and see what our brakes are like. All downhill from here. Watch your speed. So we are actually not stopping here. We're just going straight through. So let us not actually take off too much power, but as the instructions just said, we're going to be going downhill. So we'll have to keep an eye on that speed. Look at a nice little platform station here. That's nice. Also gets a screenshot, I think. Go a little closer. Oops, to our train. Gotta remember to not go through tunnels with the firebox open. I'm now scared about having this fatal blowback situation. Got our nice semaphore signals there. Sorry for going in and out there. Little tiny predecessors to flat cars or coal cars, I suppose. Pressure is still, whoops, now it's rising again. Give us a little bit more. So we have a speed limit of 45 miles an hour. So let's keep aware of that. Ooh, I can spin all the way around, and that's exciting. Whee! Sorry, I'll try not to make you dizzy. Got our little gauges here. So we have a vacuum gauge that is showing 24.7 inches of mercury. That's our brake pressure. We have our whistle. Ooh, let's sound a whistle. Oh, I like it. Very nice. As we cross this little aqueduct here. Viaduct, excuse me. No water in it. Now we are going down a hill. So let us cut this. And, oh, let's throw some brakes into this proceeding. Oh, we are speeding. What are we going to do about that? More brakes. More brakes. Okay, there we go. Now I've put the reverser into backwards. I'm not sure if that's something I'm allowed to do in this train. It doesn't seem to be yelling at me about that, so I'm going to assume that's okay. I put my brakes down to 0. So far I'm not accelerating yet as our brake pressure builds up there. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Rolling down this hill. Our speed is building up again, so I'll probably have to add some more brakes again soon. I have no idea how I'm going to build the speed back up once we get down to the bottom of the hill, where we have a 35 and then, well, I think it's 35 and a 15. Maybe we will just roll into where we're going. This is a half-hour scenario, so I don't expect it to be too extensive. Let's get that speed down. Do my brakes only go into 0 and 50%? That's fascinating. 50% doesn't appear to do a great deal. Need some more brakes. 57. Need some more brakes. 80. Speed still rising. More brakes. Okay, so that wasn't actually releasing any of the brakes. Maybe this is a... So these appear to be lap and hold brakes, where you need to bleed out some pressure and then hold it. And pressure's going up again. Alright, we are under that 35, so that's good. So we just take a look back at our train. Oops. The game is not staying with me at all. There we go. There we go. Nice little view of the train tracks from those apartment houses there. I certainly would like to live in one of those. I see we have some waves there. Very nice. Now we need to get down to 15, which we are doing an excellent job of. I'm going to put my reverser back into forwards because we appear to be stopping. That's not quite what I want. We are, in fact, also 8 seconds late somehow. And now we're accelerating again. Very good. Very good indeed. I'll keep that reverser on 15% and the regulator at 31%. And then I will also bring that down a bit. Oops, there goes that overpressure gauge. Add some water. Water's down to 83%, so we might as well. Our pressure is up to a rather significant 195 pounds per square inch. So that's not good. Rolling down this hill again. Oh, we are accelerating badly. Let's see if we can get down to that 15. Oh, that doesn't seem like a proposition that's going to happen. You should release the brakes when the regulator's open. It's not, though. Okay. I'm not sure what that's about. Well, we're down under 15. So I'll take a little bit of brake pressure off. A little bit. Alright, leave some brakes. Leave a lot of brakes, actually, because we're slowing down way too much. Put on a little bit of regulator as we head towards Goodrington Yard, siding 1, in theory. Gotta wait for that brake pressure to release. There we go. Chuffing away. As we roll into this little yard here, I see there are quite a few coaches waiting for us here. Oops, I'm speeding, yep. Got a little bumpy there, in fact. You should close the boiler injectors, and oh yes, we're at 100% water. We are losing score rapidly as we accelerate. That's no good. We are losing great gobs of score, great huge amounts of score. Oh bother. Alright, now we are back under. Bring this regulator down. Bring the brakes off. Oof, this is tough. So lots of extra knobs and dials to fiddle with here on our Panier Tank steam engine. This is the GWR 5700 class steam engine. I'm just reading off trainsimulator.com's description. The Pannier tanks were the Great Western Railroad's most numerous steam locomotives and worked hard throughout the Great Western network, giving them an iconic status equivalent to the Castle King or Hall classes and earning their place. Oh, why do I hear acceleration? Because there's another train. We're going to have to stop at this siding. And earning their place on the Riviera line of the 50s route, available, well, in this particular game. So there you go. Here we come into this siding. I don't know where we're going to go next because, I mean, in theory we have 250 points, which is just the first of usually 4 stops in the scenario. We are now at negative 13 points because I was going 21 miles an hour in a 15 mile an hour zone. And in fact, we are accelerating again. Let's get some brakes on. And we are going downhill to boot. Put this reverser at 0, release some brakes so we can coast into the siding. We are slightly late, especially if we keep slowing down like this. Let's chuff, 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 accelerate a bit. I like these little, tiny little carriages here, cars, whatever we want to call them. Oops, we are accelerating rapidly again. Brake. This is tough. I do recommend you try it though, it's a great deal of fun. We are now squarely in the siding, so we can stop any time now. In fact, let's throw our brakes on just full and do some stopping. There we go. And since we have no passengers in our coaches yet, we don't have to worry too much. Alright, so we're only 15 seconds late. Everything seems to have stopped making noise. Painted dairies, painted dairies, painted dairies. So we assume that those are all full of milk? That would be pretty amusing. I gather in the ages before electric refrigeration, those might not be too cold, but oh well, I'm sure they're tasty, fresh milk. Well done. Now reverse back to drop the coaches in carriage siding number 1. The points are already set for you. Alright, so we don't have to set any points. Let us set, you should open the cylinder cocks when you're stopped for more than a short time. Alright, let's do that. Cylinder cocks open. I think I'm going to have to close them after I start. So let's set the reverser. Get going. Release the brakes. That would be a good idea. You should release the brakes when the regulator is open. Okay, I did. Don't worry. You should use the reverser to negative 75%. Done so. Control away. And off we go. Pouring out steam at a rapid rate. We should close the dampers. I don't know how to do that. Like that. Alright, dampers closed. I'm going to have to learn what those are. So as you can see, I still have quite a bit of learning to do here driving steam trains. Never having driven them in real life or in Train Simulator. Alright, now I should close the cylinder cocks. Consider them closed. And off we go. I'll probably want to reduce the reverser and increase the regulator at some point, I'd imagine, as we near 15 miles an hour. So that should be good. That should be good indeed. There we go. Points are set for us. I'm just going to go back to this coach so we can watch it navigate the points. So I believe we should be crossing over here. Nope, going straight on. So we will be on the, well, the American wrong side of the tracks, but the British correct side of the tracks. We are accelerating again. Reduce that regulator. Oops, let's not go into forwards. Just reduce it a little. Alright, that seems good. So, can I imagine perhaps we're going to stop at this platform, pick up some passengers, and then go to the next station? That's definitely a possibility. We will see what happens. Rolling along at 11.5 miles an hour towards, is there a platform there? Doesn't appear to be a platform. What do you want about Train Simulator? Oh, siding 1. Alright, well, I guess we're not picking up passengers yet. We should close the boiler injectors and stop adding water. Yes, done. Thank you. Just easing our way backwards at 10.5 miles an hour. Getting ready to stop once we are fully onto this little yellow area on our HUD there where it says Goodrington carriage siding number 1. Ah, I love that. Beautiful. If you have ever ridden the Strasbourg Railroad in real life, you may know the point at which they stop the train in the middle of the journey, sound the whistle, and you can hear it echoing off the hills. And I do love that very much. I'd love to be able to do that in Train Simulator. In fact, I'm surprised that the Strasbourg Railroad is not in Train Simulator, that nobody has bothered bringing it in. We are accelerating. We are not decelerating. Why is that? Regulator is not open. Okay. We've not quite stopped entirely on this siding marker on the HUD, but everything appears to be more or less under control. We didn't run over the points there. We are still squarely on our siding, so everything should be good. I would imagine we have one more movement to do. I see we also got 250 points for going onto that first siding. I can only imagine, there we go, another 206 points. We're a little bit late. Now, uncouple the loco from the coaches. All right, this is a fun proposition, so let us go into coupler view. You should open the cylinder cocks. Yeah, but I'm not going to be stopped here for a very long time. Bird's eye view, bird's eye view, bird's eye view. There we go. Head back one coach. I saw the little icon there. Excellent. Now pull the loco forward into yard siding 1. Let us release those brakes. Get some reverser pressure on and get some regulator on and pull out. I believe that you need, yep. Increasing the reverser. Whoa, that was a swift start. Yep, got a drive quality penalty there for accelerating just a little too hard. Set the brake lever to the center. Went over 15 miles an hour, and brake pressure reaches 24 inches, 24 pounds per square inch. Oh, we are speeding like mad. Wow. That thing can move when there's no train attached. Oh man, everything's terrible. Everything's terrible. We are speeding so fast. Oh my goodness. Nope, no brakes. I want brakes. Brakes. 800. 900. All the score. Goodbye, score. It was nice to know you. Alright, let's get this going again. That was hilariously bad. And we're speeding again. A little bit of brake. I'm just going to ignore the driver advice for a bit. There we go. In fact, I think I'm going to turn that off. No more advice for now. Where are we going to? This little siding here. Do I stop? I will stop. I will stop. Will I stop? In theory, I stop. That is quite the negative score. That is rather unfortunate. I think that's the end of the scenario. So you have joined me for quite an adventure, if that's the case. We have stopped. We have stopped. I believe that is our journey today. So we pulled some coaches from Kingswear to Goodrington. We dropped those coaches on a siding, and we pulled our locomotive back up to another siding. We are slightly early because we did rather a bit of speeding. We have a timeliness penalty, so we only got plus 104 there. So we ended the run with a score of negative 479. So that was a bit fun. Hopefully you enjoyed the scenery along the way, though. It was fairly brief of a scenario, but we did get to explore the English Riviera a bit. I got to try out the Class 5700 Panier Tank steam engine. I hope you enjoyed that ride. I will certainly do my best to keep working on my steam train driving, although I suspect I may try the French TGV, the TGV, next time, because that is a new route in Train Simulator 2017, and I am very excited to give it a try. I believe the route is Marseille to Avignon, so I certainly would like to try that in the high-speed TGV. I can imagine you'll see that in my next video and some steam trains in future videos. So thank you for joining me once more, and I look forward to seeing you next time.